Have you ever looked closely at the ends of your hair and noticed they are split into 2, 3, or even more strands? Or have you felt like no matter how much your hair grows, it still looks thin, dry, and unhealthy at the ends? If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Split ends are one of the most common hair problems people deal with, but they are often misunderstood. They are not just a cosmetic issue, and they do not happen randomly. Split ends are a clear signal that the structure of your hair has been damaged over time. The scientific term for split ends is Trichoptilosis. It describes a condition where the hair shaft splits lengthwise, usually starting at the very ends and slowly moving upward. To understand why this happens, we first need to understand how hair is built. Hair is made mostly of a protein called keratin. Think of a hair strand like a very fine, multi-layered rope. Each layer has a specific role, and when one layer fails, the entire structure becomes vulnerable. Hair has 3 main layers. The outer layer is called the cuticle. It is made of overlapping, scale-like cells that lie flat and protect the inside of the hair, much like roof tiles protect a house. When the cuticle is smooth and intact, hair looks shiny, feels soft, and resists damage. Beneath the cuticle is the cortex, which makes up most of the hair's mass. The cortex is responsible for strength, elasticity, and flexibility. It contains tightly packed keratin fibers held together by chemical bonds. When these bonds weaken, hair loses its ability to stretch and bounce back. Some hair types also have a central core, but the cuticle and cortex are the most important layers when it comes to split ends. Split ends begin when the cuticle becomes damaged or worn away. Once the protective cuticle is compromised, the cortex is exposed to the environment. Without protection, the internal fibers begin to fray, crack, and eventually split apart. One of the biggest contributors to split ends is heat styling. Blow dryers, flat irons, and curling irons expose hair to high temperatures on a regular basis. When heat is too intense, the water inside the hair shaft evaporates rapidly. This creates internal stress and microscopic cracks in the hair. Over time, these cracks expand, and the hair begins to split from the ends upward. Chemical treatments are another major cause. Hair coloring, bleaching, relaxing, and perming all work by altering the internal structure of the hair. Bleaching uses strong oxidizing agents that break down pigment and weaken protein bonds. As a result, hair becomes more porous, loses moisture easily, and feels rough and fragile. Highly porous hair is much more likely to develop split ends. Mechanical damage is often overlooked, but it is just as important. Hair is especially weak when it is wet. Brushing or combing wet hair can stretch it beyond its safe limit. Using rough brushes, pulling too hard, or aggressive detangling slowly wears down the cuticle. Friction from towels, clothing, and pillowcases adds to this damage over time. Environmental factors also play a significant role. Sunlight, especially ultraviolet radiation, breaks down hair proteins and weakens the cuticle. Air pollution deposits particles on the hair that trigger oxidative damage. Together, these factors cause hair to age faster and become drier, duller, and more prone to splitting. Many people think all split ends look the same, but that is not true. There are several types of split ends, and each one tells a story about how the hair was damaged. The classic split forms a simple Y shape at the end of the hair. Multi-strand splits branch into 3 or more pieces and usually indicate hair structural damage. Candle-like splits happen when the ends thin out gradually instead of splitting cleanly, often caused by chemical overprocessing. feather, like splits, create many small, uneven fractures and are common in hair exposed to repeated stress. Now comes the big question: can split ends actually be repaired? From a scientific standpoint, the answer is no. Once a hair strand has split, it cannot truly fuse back together. The only permanent solution is trimming the split ends off. That does not mean hair care products are useless. Modern treatments can temporarily improve the condition of damaged hair. Building products, proteins, and lipid-based treatments can reinforce weak areas and smooth the cuticle. They do not heal split ends, but they can slow further damage and improve how hair looks and feels. Prevention is where real change happens. Regular trims stop split ends from traveling upward. Reducing heat styling helps hair retain moisture and strength. Using oils like coconut oil before washing can protect hair from excessive swelling and protein loss. Sleeping on silk or satin pillowcases reduces friction during sleep. Staying hydrated and eating a balanced diet with enough protein, iron, and zinc supports stronger hair growth. In the end, split ends are a warning sign. They are your hair's way of telling you it is under too much stress. When you listen early and adjust your routine, you protect both the length of your hair and its overall health. Healthy hair is not about chasing miracle products. It is about understanding how hair works and treating it with consistency and care.